On December 21st, 2019, at 4 a.m., a fire broke out at the Alpine Motel apartments in Las Vegas, Nevada. Described by one of the residents as a ball of fire, quickly enveloped the back end of the motel. Most of the residents escaped by running out of the front door or jumping out of windows. Four residents screaming in the back, trying to get open a door that had been bolted shut in months previous due to repeated robberies, were trapped in a burning inferno and were unable to escape. 70-year-old Henry Lawrence, 72-year-old Francis Lombardo Jr., 63-year-old Donald Keith Bennett, and 46-year-old Carrie Blackland all perished trying to escape. Tracy Ann Sihal and Cynthia Michael, 57 and 61, died in their apartments, unable to escape the raging fires.
And this is 213 North 9th Street. And this is the site of where that fire occurred on December 21st, 2019, where 6 people lost their lives. I used to work at this building several years ago as a security guard. I would come here to check the fire doors, make sure nobody was loitering around the property. I also worked at a couple other motels that were about a block away for the owner. This building had several fire violations within the last 2 years before the fire occurred, being that, of course, the fire doors were bolted shut when they shouldn't have been, which is why these people lost their lives. There was missing smoke detectors. This building had a very big electrical issue, to say the least. I mean, it was almost like a powder keg waiting to explode, and unfortunately on that night it did. One of the individuals that died in this fire, Don Bennett, was a Marine veteran, and he was trying to open one of the back doors to let everybody out, and he could have easily tried to save himself and just jumped out of a window, but him being a Marine, he's not the type of person that just runs away from something like this. He's gonna just by instinct and nature want to help the people escape, and he died trying to save the others, but unfortunately they died as well. So currently right now, the owner, Adolfo Orozco, and an associate of his, Melinda Meyer, are charged, amongst with other things, 6 counts of involuntary manslaughter, which does carry a 40-year prison sentence. That scumbag that owns this property tried to sell off a couple of his other properties. I don't know if he was successful in selling them, but they were on the market this past summer. But the judge in the case ordered that he not sell any of his assets that cost more than or are worth more than $25,000, being that if he were to sell off his assets, guess who gets less of the money? The victims in this fire and the people that were hurt in this fire, people that were put out on the streets because of this fire. This building right here, I remember working here. It was just an outright dump, and people would pay, weekly rent to just live here. It's just one of those motels where they don't do background checks, no credit checks. People were back then in 2002, 2003, that's the year I was working here, were paying about $150 a week in rent to stay here. This place was roach infested. It was just an outright dump, and you had people that lived here because, unfortunately they probably did not have anywhere else to go. Maybe their credit was bad, so forth and so on. Downtown currently right now is undergoing some kind of a revitalization, so it's not as bad as it used to be back in the day. This would have been just one of the few buildings left that were just really run down and beat up. So I'll update in the comment section when the trial for the owners of this property takes place, but a very sad situation to say the least, and rest in peace to all the victims of this horrible fire. Should have never happened. Doors should have been open to escape and get out of harm's way. So let's hope that justice is served and those that are the cause of this fire and responsible pay the price for what occurred, because in my opinion, more than the owner, a lot of other people that work for the fire department and for the city and the county, they're responsible, and they have blood on their hands as well, because this place should have been condemned and shut down long ago. Okay, guys, I'm Lamont at Large. I'll catch up with you on the next vlog. Peace out.